Calvary greetings. We're back with Distant Shade. What episode is this? 4, I think.
Definitely.
And I'm here with baby girl.
Hi guys, it's Nina.
But yeah, we're here today. Baby girl reached out on Twitter. I was like, nah, fuck with this girl. You know, from Northwest.
Same area.
Got to represent who's from the ends. But yeah, we're going to get into it. So I don't know what time it is. What is the time right now? 12 something, but it's like 11 something. It's 5 o'clock in Australia. So we drink. It's all right. Shit. I know we're good. Cool. So we're going to dive into it. Now, I'm sure you guys have seen the fuckeries that have been going on Twitter Spaces. You got big 40 plus men from the grime generation that the grime ain't griming no more, arguing with kids 10 years, because me, I'm 30, so it's a 10-year gap. Imagine arguing with somebody who's 20, so that's a 20-year gap. Y'all niggas is done out here, like, it's a political giaga. You guys are finished. So the first one, Nina. Right. Krept and Sasha. Now, for me, it's very much, there's a debate going on. I believe the child's bill for nursery is £1,400, and Krept and Sasha go half and half.
And people are saying, if my husband's a millionaire, I would not be splitting.
But yeah,
he's not your husband.
Okay,
your husband is not a millionaire. Like, they definitely made that decision, I think, by themselves.
Me personally speaking, if I went halves on a child with you, and I can financially pay, because we are co-parenting. We're not together. Co-parenting means two people coming together to look after one child. Now, for me, I don't see an issue with Sasha paying the £700. Krept has put her in a good position to pay her childcare. It's her child as well. Even though I feel Krept has the baby more.
Yeah. She literally said, Krept put me in this position, is what we both agreed to. Like, if she didn't want it, she would have said it.
Okay, they agreed. She could have really said, nah, you know what, you're going to pay 80%, I'm going to pay 20%, you got more money than me. But we don't know what's going on behind the back scenes. I don't know what's going on in their house, because I'm not a fly on the wall, I'm not in their house.
No business. They've
agreed to the 700. Girls who are still living in their mom's house with bunk bed, some has mattress on the floor, no bed frame. You're living out, Ghana must go back. You're talking about somebody who is paying £700. Please, girls who are getting involved in this, I need you to do me a favor. Put your knickers down and tell me if you've got a stain on your pant.
Using SFE, but you're speaking about Krept.
Using what?
Student Finance England, but Krept, that's your business. It's not mine.
I thought I was rude. I forgot there was student finance. But yeah, it's like, bro, your knickers have discoloration on the pant, and you're discussing somebody else's problem of £700. Babe,
pray for that to be your destiny.
Your collapsed drawer in your room doesn't even pull out. Like, you worrying about the wrong things. Leave Krept. You know what I like to say? Leave rich people to deal with their rich people problem. You're not even middle class or comfortable, yet you lot are spewing jambas. No, if that was my man, he can't tell me. That's why you're not pregnant and you don't have a man. But moving on.
That's why God has delayed it, so you can get sense.
Nina, Adane.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Since we're speaking about rappers and today is going to be a rapper chronicle, so we've got one rapper, or should I say several rappers, who was on there. I don't even know where we should start from.
There's so many spaces.
There's 5BEATS. There's God's Gift, who I like to call Satan's Present. There's Chronic, aka Chronicle Disease, Bronchitis. You've got, who else was there? You've got Young Spray. My nigga, you still got holes in your lungs. You ain't got back the niggas who shanked you in the GRM daily Grammys, whatever they call it. And you on Twitter Spaces being a rape apologist, advocating for domestic violence.
There was a woman as well. Leah May.
What was she saying?
She was saying that the girl's a liar. She said, why would they come on Twitter? I'll go police. And then her tweets were just...
Lin May's a very controversial person. I don't understand her stance or her point of view. But whereas I'm not going to I might give my opinion, but I won't sway my answer. So for certain girls like her, it's very much read the room. Someone is telling you they got raped. It's not your job to tell somebody you didn't.
As the space was going
Did they penetrate your anus or your pussy?
For you to talk.
Do you get where I'm coming from? Like, other women speaking up for other women and denying their trauma is giving mental issues. Is giving, is your lace wig on too tight? I could never, because I'm a female. I got sisters. I got nieces. I got cousins.
Even, people say you don't even have to know someone. It's just moral. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah, but in our day and age, we don't have morals anymore. No one has morals. Like, no one has morals. I'm telling you. It's
morally right to believe first.
Do you know what? Not even morally right. It's just like, do you know what? I'm going to have empathy towards you and your trauma. But you bitches on these spaces, on these Twitter.
Jobless.
No, joblessness is better. At least if you're jobless, you're looking for a job. Like, you have no ambition. You have no integrity. You are just...
No shame.
As in, are you normal? Are you alright? Is your shiny suit alright? Like, guys. But do you know what? We're not here to talk about her. Whatever she says, I just hope these victims come forward. But we're going to start... I think we should start off with the 5 situation. So if you don't know, Nina, please explain, because you was there from the get-go.
I wasn't there from... I came the same time as you.
Are you being serious?
I came because of my friend. Cool. So obviously there was someone that's been hosting spaces on Twitter. And he had... It's not like a co-host thing, but this person was in the spaces with him. And then a burner account, so account that doesn't have posts before, basically put receipts, pictures, media, Snapchat chats of her and 5, and basically exposed him. So yeah, then it just went from there. And there was more stories.
Cool. Let me give you people a bit more detail. So there's a guy called 5BEATS. I believe this might be a 2-part podcast. So you guys can digest, give your verdict, and we resume again next week. So boom. We're going to start off with 5 and what do you call these people? 5 and... Okay, so we're going to start off with the grime MCs. 5 is a producer, by the way. There's somebody called Chronic. Apparently he's a grime MC. Him himself has a song on YouTube called Domestic Violence. Like, for the fact that he still has 32 teeth in his mouth is still shocking to me. Then you have Young Spray, who got down. Yet he's on these Twitter spaces, becoming a rape apologist, advocating for women who get raped and domestic violence. My guy, you still have scar wounds from the battle you never won. They chefed you like Brazilian kebab buffet meat, and you are here advocating for black women that have been domestically abused and raped. And you have the nerve, the audacity, with your dirty fingernails and your black lips, to be saying they're lying or good. I'm going to deal with you later. Actually, no, you got bigger problems to deal with. That's why gigs beat you up. You're a waste man in the ends, but you come on the internet to act like you're bad. You're not bad. You still have not retaliated. You're a waste man. And I'm not even advocating for gang violence. But when it comes to black women, I'm just not going to shut my mouth. My guy, don't worry about us black women, because we got enough trauma with you black men not sticking up for us. The misogyny is at an all-time high, like petrol prices. First, your pro-black, but oh god, the English is not English.
And you know what's crazy? This is all women's stories to tell. Like, this stuff here is women's stories to tell, but men are talking more. Like, women were just listeners. We were all supporting it. People are posting helplines, what to call but men, I don't know why.
Do you know what? I believe it's the men on social media. It's not the men in real life. It's not the
Twitter
men...
boys.
Yeah, Twitter boys, Insta boys. It's not the men in real life who have real things going for them. Because I can't lie, you don't see real bad man on Twitter spaces. Type in... Let me get into it so you guys understand. So there was a girl that came forward. We're going to call her A. A came forward with receipts saying she was homeless. She stayed in a studio, 5BEATS studio, and they started dealing without contract on paper. You know, a guy would be like, would you be my girl or whatever, but they just started dealing, and she realized things weren't going the way it was going. She obviously moved on with their life. Obviously, by her sleeping in the studio, the studio was basically her and Five's home. I'm sure that studio must have been musty. Nines, how was the studio? God, that's Nines' producer, do you get me? So, studio must be musty. We leave that for a different day. Cool. The girl now has come forward saying she hasn't heard from Five in a couple of days. By the way, she's moved out, got her own apartment. Please as well, if I am correct in the time of events, you can correct it in the comments. I'm just going off. I'm just summarizing from the Twitter spaces and the tweets and the evidence that I've seen. So this has happened now. She's moved on, gone into a new place. And obviously her and Five were still doing a thing. Obviously, within the 2-3 days, Five didn't contact her. She met someone. One thing led to another. They both had consensual sex. And she's thought to herself, as a woman, let me just tell Five that this is what I've done. This is what's going on. So you know, even if we are in sexual relationships, you know I've slept with somebody else. Five went on a rampant. Yeah, but where you? I'm coming to your house. If you don't come downstairs now, I'm gonna make you homeless again. Mama say, Mama Kosa, what? Huh? You gonna do what? Ha! You will never try that stunt again in your life. He's come out now. She's come out the house. He's taken her to the studio. Obviously said where the studio is based in Ealing. Is it Ealing?
Yeah, somewhere.
Somewhere in Ealing. Me, till today, I still feel that as women, we need to go and burn down that studio. And that if there's any studio equipment you need, let me know in the DM. We will pack it out before we burn the studio down. Boom! She said she saw the security guard and she thought to herself, she should run to the security guard, but she didn't. So they've gone into the studio now. She's gone into her little corner where she usually sits. They haven't spoken for about 10 minutes. All of a sudden, Five gets up, walks towards her and starts giving her unlimited rib shots. Like, I'm talking, he's beating her black and blue in the corner. And she said it went on for a time and then he stopped. And then I think he was emotionally...
The receipt is somewhere. Should we get it?
The receipt. Pull it off.
My phone. Get that.
Bring the receipt. Bring the receipts.
Yeah.
This is therefore a two-part because
there's a lot to unpack.
There's a lot to unpack. So this is a two-part podcast.
Sent it to you.
Oh yeah, bring out the receipts. Hey! Oh. The receipt is here.
Let me even put my brightness up.
Oh yeah, put the brightness. Nina. Nina be reading it, the phone lock.
What should I read it out?
Oh yeah, read it. So, you're younger than me, went to school.
Okay. At 5BEATS is a nasty, egotistical rapist. There's more evidence if he needs be. Chat to him about that. And then she tagged the...
We're not going to mention that. You're not getting no clout of mine.
So 5BEATS, and then that's their chat of him apologising. So he did apologise, but yeah.
So he apologised for what he done?
Yep. And I think there was threats.
Hold on, let me read. Listen to the apology Five sent her. I know I read it wrong, totally. I'm sorry, for real. If you want to delete me, I understand. No hard feelings. I'm sorry. Nah, I'm not. I do understand. I told you I learned a lesson on God. I'm sorry, for real. She replied, I'll delete you off everything. He replied, I understand. I'm sorry. No, honestly. She replied, no, honestly, it's wrong. I didn't even see you as a person who would act like that. You've apologized. It's whatever. Five replied, my bad. I was mad horny and you're mad sexy. Does that make fucking sense in your head? Are you medically retarded?
This one is on Snapchat. Police will see it next, so...
But still, I'm sorry for real, my G. She's not your G. I've learned from it. I trust it. Wow. She replied, just because I look a certain way doesn't mean. Then he's replied, can you answer quick? I'm not trying to cause no problem. I'm trying to resolve this. She replied, I don't want to answer to shit. The only one who's going... Then he goes, right. She goes, right. You've made your choice then. Please, I'm trying to resolve this with you.
Then I think, look, they removed or something. That's it.
That's his snap, 5BEATS, 5SM. And then, yeah, so she's uploaded the receipts. And then after he's beaten her black and blue and she's whimpering and crying in the room. Trigger warning, by the way, guys. Like, anyone who goes through domestic violence or has been sexually abused, I apologize. Like, I extend a hand. I'm sending you light, love, and positivity, because I don't even wish it on my worst enemy or a girl that I cannot like. But what I'm about to say next is triggering. So he's beating her up in the corner. She's crying. Vicky. Hello, Vicky.
Yo.
Say wagwan.
Yo.
Say wagwan.
No.
Okay, well, I'm filming.
Oh, hi guys.
You bitch. This is the real Vicky. This is the real Vicky, guys.
Good day and goodbye.
Okay, see you later. So, apologies, guys. That's Vicky. Back to what I was saying. So, he's gone to his chair. I believe he's gone to the computer or whatever. And he said to her, he turned around and said, this is quote unquote what she said, by the way, on the Twitter Spaces. You've got two choices right now. It's either I anally rape you or I smash your face in continuously. What's it gonna be? She said, as a normal person or someone who has sense, what would you choose? And we all know what she chose. Now, for me, 5, you are a disgusting piece of shit. For a man in the industry to do that to another woman and then come back out and now apologize and say, sorry, I've learnt my lesson. How do you learn your lesson from such trauma? The maddest part is there was so much to unpack with this that on the Twitter Spaces she was on, I'm not going to mention it, it was a man hosting this space. Now, as a man, remember, you stand to piss. Us as women, we sit down. There's no leverage there. You have no business hosting a space for a domestic abuse victim and a rape victim as a man for your content. Where is the moral?
He was saying stuff like, we've got 6K views on a Jumbotron. While she's talking about her story, just...
Who gives a fuck about your views? Someone is on the stage going through their trauma. You're there using it for views. That's why I'm saying women, certain men do not care about your welfare, your mental health, or your well-being. They absolutely do not care. Stay away from men who use your pain and your trauma for views. It's morally wrong. After that, people were commenting, nah, it never happened, or the host of the Twitter Spaces was trying to be quite honest, for me, look from the outside looking in, it was all banter to him to get his name popping and clout. That's disgusting. Then you had another woman who come on stage. What was her name again?
B.
No, it's Rory.
Oh, and then they were talking about the Muna and all
Who's
of that.
B?
B. Person A, B.
There's a B?
No. Remember, there was someone talking and she was saying stuff about the other people. How there was other girls in the studio and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah. She mentioned, everything I'm mentioning, by the way, it's all from person A's word of mouth and everything. This is not my conclusion. I'm just giving you a recap. She said that Muna or 5 hacked into her Instagram along them lines, saying that, they started using her Instagram to lure young women, groom younger girls to come into the studio. What unfolded in the studio, me or Nina have no clue. There was other women that came forward saying it's happened to them in 5 studio. So if 3 people are coming forward,
When 2 or 3 are gathered is true.
It's true in the Bible. Where 2 or 3 are gathered and they're saying the same thing and they don't know each other is the truth. Apparently Muna as well was advocating for 5. When she reached out for help, she never helped her. There's so much in the sense of it's absolutely ludicrous. Now, another woman came on stage. Her name was Rory. Apparently, is he a rapper or a producer as well?
Who? Which one?
God's gift, Satan's present.
I think he's both these guys who do everything.
I don't know what these 40 plus do, but Rari came on stage saying Jerome, God's gift, aka Satan's present, beat her black and blue with a bat. And she posted the evidence on Twitter. Beat her black and blue, manipulated her. He was a narcissist. Everything under the sun possible happened to her, as she said, as the events unfolded. She came on the same stage where A was. And all of a sudden, God's gifts, 40 plus friends, started coming and saying it never happened. There was a guy called Chronic, but I like to call him chronic disease bronchitis. Came on the stage and started diminishing every woman. I was even on the stage. He told me shut up because a white woman was speaking about a black woman's trauma. Make it make sense. Let me wait.
Still not made sense. So.
She said, no, I'm on the stage. Her name is Jodie. Jodie was on the stage saying, no, I believe God's gift. My heart goes out to him. Huh? Jodie, read the room. We're not talking about EastEnders here, baby. Read the damn room and get to the audience. But black men were on the stage as usual, caping for her. I know, you guys don't get onto her. She's just... Then you've got Chronic getting onto black women, getting onto men coming on the stage saying, Jerome, God's gift, aka Satan's present, that this is what really went down. He's there saying, I got WAPs older than you. I'm from Stockhouse or Stokehouse.
They even tagged police. Someone just tagged Met Police.
Yeah, someone tagged Met Police because he was talking on Twitter Spaces talking about he's got WAPs and we can meet him outside and he's going to shoot us. My nigga, are you trying to put your WAP is rusting? Like, you put a bullet... Do they even make bullets for that type of WAP still?
Crazy or what?
So yeah, like, for me personally speaking, you can't be talking about your WAP this, your WAP that. My guy, you are 40 plus. Like, if you were a woman, you would have hit menopause, I'm sure. And we're not scared of you old school grime artists. You lot are waste, man. That's why grime don't pick up anymore, because you got dickheads like you representing it. It's not working out. It's not making sense. You got Chronic on Twitter Spaces smoking roach. That's why your lips is black and your fingernails is dirty as well. Like, you're not making... And your beard don't connect. So how are we meant to take advice from a man his beard don't connect? You're a 40-year-old with a non-connected beard. Can you not see your life is rubbish? It's poto poto.
The music industry, the amount of stuff that goes on, and that's what got posted about. That's the scary thing. Like, if you actually deep it, the amount of girls that are not talking.
Cause real fuckery.
The example that's being set, they're gonna get told they're liars. So,
Bro, you've got Young Spray talking shit. You've got 5BEATS doing a fuckery. You've got Chronicle advocating for rape and abuse with Young Spray. You've got all these grime artists, I'm not grime and funky house artists that don't make sense, because let's be real, grime and funky house now really makes sense. It stopped when I was in uni. That was over how many years ago? Nina, you're in uni.
I was a baby, I was like 5 when it stopped.
And we must listen to you. Just know that Young Spray, Chronicle Disease, 5, all you men who come forward and say black women are lying, this is why black women are not speaking out. In my DMs, I've got messages from every woman from an ethnic group talking about this is what happened to them. But you know what? We're going to come with part 2 next week with the receipts.
The receipts will be everywhere. So
with the receipts.
Lies.
So, guys, the hashtag on Twitter, what was the hashtag on Twitter? So the hashtags were Talk with Ash, No Bias, talk, What's All of This?
And then hash.
Okay. Go check the hashtag, guys. Give us a comment what you think, and we'll be back here next week with part 2. Now, part 2 is a different type of... The whistle's back.
I can't do it.
Whistle's back. But yeah, love, peace. I'm Oliver Blanco. This is my baby girl,
Nina.
I will be back. We're going to unpack. You understand? Who is calling me now? Peace, light, and love.
Make sure you subscribe, share.
Oh, okay. What Nina said.
Subscribe and share to get Just and Shade Pop.
Yeah. Shout out Wigs by T. Always got me looking on the wigs. I'm a girl that always representing Love you guys. Bye-bye.